I decided to do a 1,000-mile review slash update, I guess, on my ride. I got almost 1,100 miles on it now. It's got 1,091.6. I'm down at Mulberry Mountain, and the guy I'm riding with hasn't made it down here yet, so I thought, well, I'll just do this a little quick update on my machine. I have really not had any problems with this. The only problems I had is that I did get caught up in the clutch recall, which mine just barely didn't pass the inspection, so they replaced that, and that didn't take long for them to do that. And then the real problem, I guess, is the springs are overweighted now, because I've added so much weight, spare tire and all the tools and stuff, and I've really added a lot of weight to it, and the springs are not known to be super strong anyway. So I'm probably gonna, I was thinking about just replacing the tender springs, but I've just pretty much decided to go ahead and spend the money and get the shock therapy springs. Now, I have wore out a set of rear tires. This is a set of takeoff tires I bought from somebody that I put on here, but the back tires were shot in 1,000 miles the way I ride. I've seen some people that they got 1,000 miles on them and tires still look like they're 3/4 good. But I don't do road riding very much. Everything I do is trail riding, so rocky trails, and you get 1,000 miles out of them, then I'd say you're lucky. But I abused the back tires a little bit because I never had a turbo before. But it's been a really good machine for me. I did replace the brake pads. They weren't gone, but they were close, and I was getting ready to go up into the mountains, and I didn't want to take a chance, so I went ahead and replaced them. It's better to replace them early than late, then you don't have to ruin your rotors. But the best insurance I've ever had for getting a flat tire is carrying a spare, because I haven't had any more tire problems. I have had tires. I did puncture a front tire, and I also knocked a front tire off the rim, broke the bead loose once. So I started running a little bit more air pressure than what they say to. They call for 10 in the front and 20 in the back, and I upped it a little bit. But I have just added this fire extinguisher. They used to have a lot of fires on these things. I think they've kind of got that pretty much taken care of, but it would suck to have to watch it burn to the ground. So I got this fire extinguisher. You pull that out and you got it. And you know, I got the back tire carrier, rear tire, or spare tire carrier. It's the Polaris one, and it works really slick. You just and raises up easy, lets you get into all your boxes or cooler. I have the box in here now. I do have a cooler, but I have the 2 boxes. Seems like you never can have enough storage. And then I got the 5150 whips. They're fun to play with. I don't know how much you really need them, but I got them on red, white, and blue there. But they do a whole bunch of stuff. You can make whatever colors you want, and they will react to music too if you wanted them to. But That's about all the only problems, like I said, was the clutch recall, and that wasn't really a problem because they took care of that real quick. Of course, it helps that I have a son that works at the Polaris dealership, so. But the springs that's the costly thing, having to update them. But I got the glass windshield and put the wiper kit on it, and that wiper kit works good. It even has a vent in the windshield here, lets a little air through, but the wiper kit comes with a washer fluid squirter, squirts up there if you need it to do. My light bar works really well. I got the big one on top, and then I got the small one here. I took off my other one when I got rid of it. The winch, I've needed that a couple of times. It's the 6,000 pound one. It's tucked in good. I don't really got any complaints other than it is hot in it in the summertime. You know, you probably need to do something with the console, insulating it. I have this Midland. Me and my buddy both have the same ones, so they work really well. My GoPro camera, I got one of those suction cups that goes on the sucks on the windshield, and that thing is on there solid. It does not move at all. Got the door bags, center bags. Has the retractable harnesses that come on it, and lets you move around a little bit. I guess if you was doing some really bad stuff all the time, you probably want fixed harnesses, but for what I do, I love them. Lets me be able to move a little bit. And let's see, I've scraped up the doors. I did clip a tree once, about 25-30 miles an hour with the right front, and it kicked it out sideways, and then I got into a tree and tore up the door here. Now look at here, look who showed up. My buddy just now made it down here, so he got down here a lot sooner than he said he was. But this is what he's got. He's got a 900S. That's what I had too. He's had a hard time with his truck. This is a loaner from the dealership. I don't even want to get into it because it'll get him going. You're on my 1,000 mile review video. Say something, Mike.
1,000 miles. What a great ride.
Yeah.
It's been an adventure, to say the least.
Yeah. I just mentioned about your truck. I said, but I ain't gonna mention it to him.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I started to do a 1,000 mile review. I'm down at Mulberry Mountain, and I was waiting for my buddy Mike to get down here, and right when I started doing the review, he showed up, so I quit it. But I did learn something. Keep your mouth shut. I said that since I had got the tire rack and was carrying a spare tire, that's the best insurance for not having any more tire problems. Well, that put the jinx on me, and I split out a front tire. And me and my big mouth. But the spare it wasn't one that would have been easily plugged, so, and it was a good tire, so I had to put the spare on. Well, on these Pro XPs, the tires are the same size, but the wheels are different. The offsets are different on the back and the front. Well, I was carrying a front tire for the spare, and so I had a set of Volt tires, so I threw a rear tire in the truck and brought down here just in case I was tear up a rear tire I could put it on if I needed to. Well, now I got my rear tire on the tire rack for the spare. I hope I don't have to find out if it'll work on the front. it is a different offset, so I'll find out. But this is what it looked like. It was clean before we went on a 20-mile ride down here, and of course I got stuck in the mud, had to get pulled out, and that's part of the reason I tore my tire up. I mean, it was just packed. The wheels were just solid mud, and we came to a stream, and I was blasting up and down the stream and hit a rock that I did not see, and I mean, I hit it hard, and it bent my A-arm on that side and and then I split the tire out. Well, live and learn, I guess. But anyways, this is what it looks like after 20 miles down here. It is really dry. The streams are not flowing very much. It's hard to find any water that's really flowing. But anyways, I wasn't going to put this on there, but my buddy said I needed to, because I just commented about it. But having a good ride.